Hey guys, we're back in Ponce at Lawn Square bringing you the newest from Blind Dive. The death of Marilyn Monroe worth $4.6 million? The newest and dumbest criminal. Stay tuned to find out. Ready, set, dive. Marilyn Monroe, one of entertainment's most famous curvaceous blondes ever, with talents varying from actress, singer, model, and some even considered her a great comedian. We've all heard the trials and tribulations of Marilyn's life, right? She personified the dumb blonde to a T, which limited her career until she opened Marilyn Monroe Productions, and with that, her performance in Bus Stop earned her a Golden Globe. Born June 1st, 1926 as Norma Jean and died on August 5th, 1962, Monroe's life was book and noteworthy. In 1999, Monroe ranked 6th greatest female star of all time by the American Film Institute. So why bring up Monroe today of all days? Why? Publicized, loved, hated, and exploited, Marilyn Monroe's death has never officially been ruled suicide or homicide. The cause of her death was an overdose. Whether it was intentional or not is still speculative. On August 8, 1962, Monroe was placed in a crypt at the Corridor of Memories, number 24, at the Westwood Village Memorial Park Cemetery in LA, California. The crypt space immediately to the left of Monroe's was bought and reserved by Hugh Hefner in 1992. Creepy, but understandable, of course. But another crypt is about to become available to the right bidder. A woman named Elsie Poncher is betting her house on Monroe's cult following, her ongoing popularity, and her fans' money. Miss Poncher owns the crypt directly above Marilyn Monroe's body. Well, kind of. Her husband has been buried there since 1986. Her husband bought the pair of crypts from Joe DiMaggio after being offered to the couple in 1954 while Joe was going through a divorce with Marilyn. The bidding started at $500,000 with their hopes to raise $1.6 million. The bidding has ended with a price tag of $4,602,100. The winner? A bidder from Japan. But a day later, he took back his bid and said that there was a paying problem. Right. Steve Miller, who's Poncher's mortgage broker, notified the other 11 people who bid at least $4.5 million, giving them 24 hours notice to make a decision. No word yet as to who'll get the pleasure of being on top of Marilyn Monroe for the rest of their life. Poncher's husband stated that if she didn't put him upside down over Marilyn's body, that he would haunt her for the rest of his life. Poncher, who's now in her 70s, is no longer taking this as a threat. I mean, after she moves him away from Marilyn, he can't haunt her for that long, right? So, even in death after 47 years, people are still profiting off of Monroe's empire. Her charisma in life is now being soiled in death. Not to mention the death of Mr. Poncher. With the economy what it is, would you do the same thing? From the death of one gorgeous blonde to the tragic death of another, the homicide of model Jasmine Fiore will most likely never be solved fully. Her body found with no teeth or fingers, shoved into a suitcase and thrown into a dumpster. But the man who allegedly killed her might go down in history as one of the world's dumbest criminals. Her husband, Ryan Jenkins. It's awful. He freaking ripped out her teeth and cut off her fingers. It's disgusting. Like, that's a real murderer. You know, like some people in the heat of passion, they're like, boom, boom, freaking cut off your fingers and rip out your teeth? I hope she was dead, you know. Like, I hope he didn't do it while she was alive. Ryan was seen on a TV show called Megan Wants a Millionaire. Sound classy? Wrong. After appearing and being dismissed, all hell broke loose. His wife went missing and he fled to British Columbia. Sounds innocent enough, right? Uh-huh. It gets worse. The body with the missing teeth and fingers was quickly identified as Jasmine by the serial code that was on her breast implants. Which leads us to believe that this man has never watched an episode of CSI or Law and Order in his entire life. And to top it all off, he commits suicide in a hotel room by hanging himself from the coat rack while his feet can still touch the floor. Jasmine's death was dated August 15th. Ryan's was August 23rd. The why may never be known as to his suicide or to her death, but nonetheless, it makes headlines around the U.S. and top stories on the news. Millionaire lifestyles can be deadly, not to mention moronic. And here I am, Alethea, and you should take the dive. Trust me. We've all heard the trials and tribulations of Marilyn's life. She personified the dumb blonde to a T, which limited her career. Well, we've all heard the trials and tribulations of Marilyn's. We've all heard the trials and tribulations of Marilyn's life, right? We've all heard the trials and tribulations of Marilyn's life. She personified. She personified. I can say personified. Like, duh, I speak English. It's not my third language. We've all heard the trials and tribulations of Marilyn. What the hell? It's because we're in the park. Parks, you know, they're kind of weird with me. They don't sounds, you know, they're scary, weird, they're gonna kill you.